We've done it, guys. We finally got our DNA results back from that DNA test that I did a few months ago. And today, we're going to talk about what it means for your health and for your fitness. And if there are any actionable things that we can do about this. All right, so here's the deal. Your DNA is the instruction manual for your body. It tells your body how to function, how to build proteins, enzymes, and hormones. But here's the thing. Your DNA, the sequence of a T, C, and Gs, it doesn't change. It's like you're born with it, and you have it for the rest of your life. But how your body interprets those genes, like how turned on or turned off they are, that can change based on your environment, your stress levels, what you eat, things like that. So let's talk about nutrition and what this means for you. One of the big things that I was curious about was how my body handles caffeine. And it turns out that I have a genetic variant that makes me a slow metabolizer of caffeine. This means that the half-life of caffeine in my system is going to be longer, which is interesting because I usually drink coffee every day and I don't feel it. But now it makes sense. I guess I could drink more coffee and get more of a kick out of it, or I could just be more mindful of how much caffeine I'm consuming daily. Another cool thing that we can look at is food intolerances. So it turns out that I have a genetic variant that makes it so that I'm more susceptible to lactose intolerance. Now, I don't drink milk, but this could definitely affect how I digest dairy products. Knowing this information allows me to make better choices when I'm eating out or traveling. I can choose to avoid dairy products that contain milk, or I can opt for dairy-free alternatives. And one more thing that I think is pretty cool is that I have a genetic variant that makes me more likely to have a higher bone density. This is great news because I'm a female, and as I age, I'm going to be at a higher risk of osteoporosis. But because I have this genetic variant, it means that I'm less likely to get osteoporosis, and maybe I could even be less likely to break a hip later on in life. Now, this is just a small sampling of what's possible with DNA testing. There are so many other things that we could look at, like drug metabolism, mental health, ancestry, and so much more. But I think that the most important takeaway from all of this is that our DNA, while it gives us some predispositions to certain things, doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to develop those things. It just means that we may be more susceptible to them. Hit subscribe, share this with someone who's always tried every diet, and drop a comment. Would you take a DNA test for nutrition? I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.